club and really think they gonna tame these to be something that's worth something. Women in America are wired to rob you. What's she at? Right there? That's a bad bitch. That's a bad bitch, Market. Market. Look cute.
I told them.
I wanted to see her standing up.
Yeah, that's Samantha Lee. Love Samantha Lee on YouTube. She's a social media influencer now and relationship coach, I believe, which is kind of interesting given these circumstances. But hey, nice work if you can get it.
To see if something stands out.
Oh, Lord.
What? I'm just saying. She look cute. She's straight for the stroke.
Tyrese got an awkward ass
He's straight.
smile.
He's straight
He
on.
smile like his teeth too big for his mouth.
He's got a good
A
smile.
real nigga
That nigga
would have
smile like
rotted
that.
that out and had her snap either in the club or...
That's got to be one of the worst feelings in the world to be a slave to a broad.
Say it again.
You got to bring her money every month, man. Just 'cause she decent looking, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's
With her
got to
anymore.
pay Gila Monsters that they fucked up and hit raw.
It's cheaper to keep.
You want to hang up there at the... Let's take a trip to Planned Parenthood
Let's do it.
and watch the bitches these niggas walk in there with. Man. Them niggas be looking like, ooh, I hope this don't need. No, motherfucker, dog, on them nights, them nights, you a man, you know about them nights.
Oh yeah, we all know them nights. We know them nights where you caught something from the club that was subpar, wasn't up to snuff, but you had to do what you had to do. But I mean, late night at the bar, you know, you gotta make some compromises. She hung around for a while too, by the way.
The shit you done hit, I
can
gotta
see in the
get better.
You gotta get better. Yes.
I done hit some shit in this world. I'm so glad ain't came out.
The woman
Cuz,
he
you
had
know- you know
before
how-
her is
She's
killing
not
her.
white,
You remember his other broad? He had like a little fitness chick.
I don't know nothing about these motherfucking bras these niggas be cuffing and turning into they motherfucking queens.
Right.
No, well, not no more. They divorced.
No, but that was his queen. That's why he had to pay for her lawyer.
Still kind of look white right
Back to what I was saying. If you have a woman,
Let's take a look at some of what she talks about on her channel.
All right, y'all. Here are the 4 most common mistakes men make with women in dating today. I know you've been wondering, so let's get into it, family. Number 1, trying to qualify yourself. When you try to qualify yourself, you put yourself at a lower value and put that person on a pedestal. Don't do that. Number 2, agreeing with everything she says, trying to supposedly have all the same likes, all the same interests. Don't do that. Number 3, being too easy, making yourself too available. Number 4, showing all your cards to her too soon, having absolutely no mystery.
Well, it sounds like she's giving out some pretty general advice, you know. Hey, best of luck to her, you know. She's doing well on her channel. 155K. She's a licensed clinical social worker who utilizes her educational background and the experiences in her clinical practice and her spiritual beliefs. So yeah, shout out to her. She got that bag. We can collab at Faucette Media.
was raised in America. She is built to stand before the system asking for yours. No way around it. She's going to stand before the system and ask you for yours. I wish somebody would make a documentary on football players 6 years after retirement.
Right.
They all working at Best Buy, nigga, because them motherfuckers believe in a bitch who was cheering for them when shit was sweet. When shit ain't sweet, them bitches get their piece and get the fuck on. My brother Tyrese got a baby that's probably young as hell. What, 4? Do you know that's 13 years of writing check to street yeast has got to be the most worst thing to write a check to. What? Who's who?
Oh, that nigga Tyrese look like
mad.
Dawson, Street Fighter.
He look like he's mad in that picture. He's like this ain't gonna end well. Something is wrong here. Either that or he's just in his own zone about this whole thing. You just can't be bothered with them, man. Ooh, yeah, the story this picture tells, man. Unfortunate, man.
Oh, that nigga Tyrese look like Dawson from Street Fighter.
Fire!
Fire,
That was the happy
uppercut.
days while she was still building her hustle up, making sure the baby made it to earth. Now that the baby is here and the Smiles don't have to participate it for, he is about, with the money he earned, that was gonna make it where he can eventually retire and live a certain way. But now, because he has a child, he has to work and get a job on Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars.
he got to host a karaoke night because he had a baby with her.
Not the karaoke.
In 2029, he gonna be hosting the karaoke night. Y'all gonna be there.
How you gonna act like
They gonna be singing this song at karaoke.
Yeah, what you think about that, man? Unfortunately, the brother Tyrese is in quite a predicament. You know, first off, he got back on child support $250,000. I don't know if that was a protest after he got divorced. He decided not to pay child support, but you're not in a good position if you want to negotiate with the court at that point. If you think the judge is discriminating against you because they're likely going to side with the mother. And in this case, it seems like that's exactly what they did. The latest says, despite the numbers that came out of today's hearing, Tyrese's attorney isn't too down about it, she tells. They will file an appeal as soon as the judge's order is entered. She also filed a motion for a new trial, which will be heard next month. And the figure is actually $636,000, which, you know, doesn't make a big difference if, you know, between that and $650, honestly. As for the money, Tyrese doesn't have to pay it all at once. May 15th is the due date for $258K of it. His lawyer says that could be pushed back once their appeal is filed. The judge made a point of saying Tyrese has been paying child support all along, just not the $10K a month the court ordered. $10K is a lot. Whew. Court ordered. Instead, he's been paying $2,236 a month. The $237K represents the monthly difference he owes, plus interest. The judge, and I guess that's over the course of the child's life as well. The judge publicly called out Tyrese before his child custody hearing. They're ordering to fork over $250,000 and $400K to her. I think that's the main issue. And apparently he's been also held in contempt of court. But the fact that she was only seeking I believe $250,000, but the lawyer fees were $400,000. He's got to come out of pocket $650,000. Like, why aren't we talking about that abuse of the system? You know, I guess she had to retain them for, I guess, a period of 2 years. That's a huge chunk, especially if you weren't necessarily, you know, at the top of your game. If you haven't been doing Transformers movies every year and, you know, you're arguing with The Rock about doing the Fast and Furious without you, there's a reason for that, you know, and that pressure. I can only imagine what Tyrese is going through, man. It makes you want to seriously consider if it's worth getting married and having children. Like, you know, me personally, I always wanted to have children. I'm actually still in the process. I haven't found the right situation, you know. At this point in my life, I was thinking, you know, it would be in the confines of a marriage, but, you know, these marriages are ending at a clip of 50%. Hey, that means you got a 1 in 2 shot. That's not cool. That's very high likelihood that you might end up in the same situation that Tyrese is in. And but, you know, I've heard good things about marriage as well. I heard marriage and children can motivate you in your business. You know, it gives you more of a professional persona. You know, you're more acceptable in corporate America with being a family man. But, you know, the trade-off is rough, man. Now, if you got it, that's another thing. You know what I mean? He might have been playing a legal maneuver where he was withholding the money, where he was going to keep it to himself, give it to her at a later date. Either way, you know, judging on his response here and how things are going, you know, I would assume too, now that she's an online persona and, you know, probably making a different salary than she was when they were together, I would think there would be some type of adjustments that would be made. But hey, anyway, let me know what you think about it in the comments. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification for all uploads. This is Faucette Media.